It's
Uh, the release the name of candidate I don't know, but we have a system. I can tell you that we have a system by December we should finish the process. We already start the processing of inviting applications from interested candidates. So we have start giving forms and everywhere to all the districts and to all the blocks. Most of them they can buy a form from us direct from MPCC, or they can take it from district concerns. So most of them they have taken, and some of them will be taken also. Then the process will start from the block. It will go to the district, and the district will send it to the state. So hopefully by mid of November we should be able to finish in the state and send it to Delhi. To Delhi, I don't know when they'll form the committee. There used to be an election committee from Delhi. So Delhi when they'll form the committee, and that committee will decide. There'll be a screening committee will decide, and we have an election committee where Sonia Gandhi used to be the chairperson. So I think that process will take as usual. I cannot say the process given by SSC, but from the MPCC we should be over by mid of November.
so you have decided to contest from
Yeah,
Sultan.
definitely. I think every left the party. So I think most of my friends said that he should contest elections. So I've decided I will contest.
So you will be the face here. I mean, you will be projected as the CM
No,
candidate.
no such a face. Congress, we don't have the system of, as far as Meghalaya is concerned, there's nothing that I should be projected as a chief minister candidate. And then if I contest election, I contest as a candidate for MLA, but not chief. But I don't know. That we'll see how when we cross the bridge, we will see.
Okay, what will be the agenda? I mean, you are the main opposition, of course. Now AITC came into picture. So what will be the agenda of the Congress while you face the people?
When we face the people, we will see not only the agenda of the Congress. Congress is a party we have been trusted. Congress is a reliable party. So if you see the present government, if you see how they have performed, how the corruption level has been shamelessly they have done it. If you compare what the Congress used to be there and what the present government has done, people will wait and find which is better. Number one. Number two is that we are coming with new ideas. With our new teams are coming. So if we have given a chance, definitely our new teams. We are going to be already in the process of finalizing our manifesto. So I think we'll tell the details how we are going to work in terms of employment, in terms of finance, in terms of revenue generations and all. We'll all tell in our manifestos.
And coming to the, you know that it is Congress is weak, little weak because your MLAs have gone away. So will there be any understanding before election with the similar like-minded parties so that you can together face the people?
There's no question of understanding, and of course MLAs are not the only Congress. MLAs are members of the Congress only. The voters are the main. The MLAs may go, but the voters will remain. As long as the voters and the public are with the Congress, I think we can groom a new candidates and they'll be MLA again. So if you look at the history of Meghalaya, almost 50-60% of the 60 seats are new faces in the assembly. So hopefully that this time the Congress we are giving a new faces. Most of them are new faces, and some of them are like Baroni, Panchingain, all the MLA before, so they were MLA. So I think we have almost 50-50. 50 are new faces, brand new, and 50% are old faces like we have. I told you, Baroni, Dr. Celestine Longdo, and others. So I'm very confident the way we are working, the way we are preparing for the election. We did have a problem at the beginning, but now I think we have overcome all those problems. We are in a position to fight back, and we'll fight very strong this time.
Okay, you have raised a lot of issues against the government, whether it is a coal issue, whether it is a power issue, lot of, even AITC has had raised.
Yeah.
Why is it that government attitude is that they don't bother? No action against the allegations.
That's why I told you this government is, if you compare for so many years, this is the first time where you see the government is, there's no action. Only they put commission after commissions, there's no results. And whatever commission inquiry they have put, you see they don't publish it publicly. So the government is hiding away from all the problems of the public. The government is only looting the public. I was having a review meeting that day in Nongpo, and you cannot imagine that the midday meal, which they normally get 190 per quintal for the transportation, they said they face lots of problems in all the check gates. They have to pay, even for the midday meal, they have to pay to the people. If you don't pay, then they'll beat them. So there's a problem after problems, even for the midday meal also. It looks very bad. And you've seen how they treated the teachers, and you've seen how they treated the headman. I was in my constituency where I've seen that the headman, whenever they complain to the police, and nowadays the drugs is so common. There's lots of problem. When the volunteers, BDPs and all, when they used to arrest them and then send them to police, and the police, we said no point release because all these people are known to the police. They've been used to it, and so many drug addicts are there. So when the drugs addicts are there, then so many thieves will be there. Petty thieves will be in the villages. Now, it's the first time in history where many women used to come to me and told me that, why don't you tell the police to arrest my son? Why don't you put him in jail? Kindly help. When I talked to the police, and the police used to tell me, sir, no point, because all these people have been in jail, but again they'll go back. And there's no action against the drugs peddlers and all. So if you see, this government has failed in all front. And one of the worst things that you have seen in the Gambling Act, which they have to introduce and then they have withdrawn again. So the government is not concerned with the public. Only when the public make a huge outcry, then only they will discuss. So this shows that a failure of the government, the total failure of the government in terms of policy, in terms of economy, in terms of employment, in terms of, see the price rise is one of the concerns all over India. So Meghalaya also is the same thing. Why all this price is very high nowadays? All because of so many toll gates around, so many check gates around. We all take money from them. So definitely Meghalaya, the voters of Meghalaya and the citizens of Meghalaya become victims of this government.
So the MDA government are withdrawn general consent for the CBI to come and probe the whatever corruption case. Don't you think that the government purposely did it so that they can hide things?
I don't think the BJP will dare to give a CBI. BJP only talks. They say that we will withdraw. But the BJP is not controlled by the BJP in Meghalaya. In Meghalaya, BJP is controlled by other parties. So the question of withdraw, I think, is only in paper. You see, the president gave one statement and the minister gave the other statement. So BJP is not able to decide on their own amongst them also whether they should withdraw or not. And the other partners also, they are hand in glove with the BJP. So I don't think they cannot live without BJP, the present government.
What about the CBI withdrawal of?
I don't know CBI and all they may say, but I don't think they have guts to put a CBI against their own. They have been in the government for the last 5 years almost. How can they give CBI against them? So they want to help their own people. I don't think they give a CBI. Even all they give also, they give only against one or two maybe, which is only just to hide their faces and all. But lots of corruption when the BJP were there in the government also. Why not they give on all those departments which the BJP used to be there? So I don't think now, maybe BJP as usual, they used to threaten people, but in reality they don't have any intention to solve the problems of corruption.
Can you also tell us that you have seen many elections, 3 terms? The money power is the biggest problem here. So how do you?
I agree with you. Money problem is a big concern here, because before there's not much, and then now with easy money, shamelessly collecting money, I think they have a guts to collect money in front of everyone, from the street, from the roadside, from office, from contracts and all. So when easy money going is that, naturally the people also knows they get, so there will be a pressure on them to give money to the public also. But ultimately, I think public will not decide based on money alone. They'll decide based on the candidates, they decide based on the party, and they'll decide also based on the issues which are going to take. So the public now, the voters, I think, are smarter than the politician nowadays.
So where does the Congress stand now? Because there is a popular feeling that Congress is finished and in the run-up to the election.
No, the perception Congress is finished is only for those people who are in the present government. But how will you say the Congress? You'll see that when we call applications, so many of them. Now we have got, like I've told you, young faces, educated faces, fresh faces, free from all those corruptions and all. So people will see Congress with fresh blood, fresh mindset. No? Most of our candidates are quite innovative. Most of them are highly educated from IIM, IIT. It is the first time the doctorate professors. So definitely people will see that, oh, we need to come back to the Congress. If they want to save the state, if we want to save especially we are mostly here Christians. So if we want to see that we flourish as usual, we live peacefully, I think we should come back to the Congress. I was in Police Bazaar 2-3 days back campaigning. Then most people said that the present government is worse than the HNLC time, where now so many NGOs that come for donations. Almost 18, 19 NGOs come for donation. They have to give every month. This ultimately will make a big effect to the lifestyle of the people also. And this is not happening only in Police Bazaar, everywhere now. Become lawlessness. You don't know, 10, 15 people, drug addicts, or maybe they form a group and they'll demand money. So now since the government is very corrupt, they cannot stop those people also. Rather they will walk hand in glove with them. So all these also will be a big issues in certain areas.